The Pittsburgh Steelers are the one NFL team in 2026 that can make every expert look wrong. Old quarterback, new coach, one last shot. Most people see risk, but Pittsburgh may be hiding the most dangerous Super Bowl story in football. The Steelers are easy to doubt in 2026. No question. That is what makes them dangerous. Aaron Rodgers is 42. Mike McCarthy is starting his first season in Pittsburgh. The AFC North is always brutal. The playoff loss from last season still hangs over the whole team. But this is exactly where a shock team begins. Not with everyone calling it perfect, not with safe praise. It begins when a team has enough talent to scare people, but enough flaws to make experts back away. That middle ground is where the best upset stories are born, because nobody trusts them until the wins pile up. Pittsburgh won the AFC North in 2025 with Rodgers throwing for 3,322 yards, 24 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions. That was not MVP Rodgers, but it was clean, steady football. He protected the ball, moved the offense, and gave the Steelers rare calm at quarterback. Then the wildcard loss to Houston hit hard. Pittsburgh scored only 6 points. Rodgers was pressured, the line broke, the season ended ugly. That is why 2026 is not being treated like a coronation. It is being treated like one last gamble. But if that gamble hits, the Steelers will not just surprise people, they can crash the Super Bowl race. Rodgers is not the same player who won 4 MVP awards. Pretending that would be fake. He does not move the same way. He cannot carry chaos every Sunday. He needs protection, timing, and a real plan. But he still matters because his mind is still elite. He knows where the ball should go before the defense finishes showing its hand. He still avoids bad interceptions. He still understands late-game football. That kind of quarterback can win in January if the team around him is strong enough. The key is simple. Pittsburgh does not need Rodgers to be 2011 Rodgers. It needs him to be efficient, healthy, and ruthless in big moments. His 2025 numbers show he can still run an offense without giving games away. 24 touchdowns against 7 interceptions is winning football when paired with a tough defense. This is also his final NFL season. He has said, "This is it." That changes the room. A last ride can become noise, but it can also sharpen a team. Veterans know the clock is real. Coaches know there is no long runway. Young players know they are playing beside a Hall of Fame quarterback before the door closes. That urgency can break a team, or it can turn a good team into a dangerous one at exactly the right time. The biggest reason to believe in Pittsburgh is not just Rodgers. It is Rodgers with Mike McCarthy again. Their time together in Green Bay ended years ago, but the history still matters because they already know how to win together. McCarthy coached Rodgers for 13 seasons in Green Bay. Together, they won a Super Bowl. That does not mean they can copy the past, but it does mean the language is already there. The trust is already there. The hard conversations can happen faster. For Pittsburgh, that matters right away. A new head coach usually needs time to teach the quarterback what he wants. Here, the head coach and quarterback have a shared football memory. They know the old play-calling scars, the good habits, and the things that must be fixed. McCarthy also gives Pittsburgh a clean reset after the Mike Tomlin era. Tomlin's run was long and respected, but change can wake up a locker room. Players hear a new voice. Practice feels different. Roles can shift. A team that had started to feel stuck can suddenly feel urgent again. The Steelers are not rebuilding. They are reloading under a coach who knows the quarterback and knows the size of this moment. That is the point experts may be missing. Pittsburgh is not betting on blind hope. It is betting on a reunion with history, pressure, and purpose. The Steelers do not need to be the prettiest team in the league. They need to be strong in the places playoff football exposes. That means quarterback, pass rush, offensive line, red zone, and turnovers. The defense gives them a real floor. Pittsburgh still has the kind of front that can ruin a game plan. When the pass rush is right, the whole team changes. Drives get shorter, quarterbacks speed up, the offense gets more chances with short fields. On offense, the plan should be clear. Protect Rodgers better than last season. Run the ball enough to keep defenses honest. Use the receivers on timing routes, play action shots, and red zone matchups. Do not ask Rodgers to win games by throwing 45 times behind a shaky wall. The draft also tells a story. Pittsburgh added quarterback Drew Aller in the third round, giving the team a future option, but Rodgers is the present. The rookie does not need to save 2026. He lets the team prepare for tomorrow while still chasing today. That balance matters. Good teams panic when their window gets old. Smart teams chase the window while building the next door. Pittsburgh is trying to do both. The Steelers' schedule will not let them fake it. The AFC North alone is a weekly fight. Baltimore can punish weak tackling. Cincinnati can turn one coverage mistake into a touchdown. Cleveland can make games ugly. There are no easy division weeks. That is a problem, but it can also help. A team built for a Super Bowl run should not be scared of hard games in September, October, or November. Hard games reveal the truth early. They show whether the line can hold. They show whether Rodgers can still answer pressure. They show whether McCarthy's voice carries when losses hit. The early part of the schedule will be important because new systems need rhythm. If Pittsburgh starts slow, the noise will get loud fast. People will question Rodgers' age, McCarthy's fit, and the whole plan. But if the Steelers survive the first wave and stay close in the division race, the back half becomes dangerous. By December, this team could be sharper than it looks now. A veteran quarterback, a proven coach, and a defense used to cold, ugly football can become a nightmare when games tighten. Here is the honest part. Pittsburgh could fail. There are real reasons for doubt. Rodgers is old for an NFL quarterback. One injury can change everything. His wrist issue last season already showed how thin the margin can be. The offensive line must be better, or the whole idea falls apart. A great quarterback cannot throw from the ground. McCarthy also has to prove his Pittsburgh version is not just a name from the past. The league has changed. Defenses are faster. Offenses use motion and space in ways that punish slow ideas. If the Steelers become too safe, they will not have enough points to beat the AFC's best teams. The division is another problem. The Ravens and Bengals are not stepping aside. If Pittsburgh loses too many AFC North games, the playoff road gets harder. And if the Steelers enter January as a lower seed, they may have to win 3 road games just to reach the Super Bowl. So no, this is not a safe pick. It is a bold pick. But that is the point. Shock teams are not obvious in May. They are teams with a path that most people are too scared to trust. Here is the case. Pittsburgh wins 11 games. Rodgers throws around 3,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, and keeps interceptions under 10. The defense finishes near the top of the league in sacks and takeaways. In the playoffs, style matters. Pittsburgh can rush the passer, play cold weather football, and boasts a quarterback whose coach already won the final game with him. If Rodgers stays upright and the defense plays at a top 5 level, the Steelers are a real Super Bowl dark horse. The 2026 Steelers are not the cleanest or youngest pick. Experts will focus on age, the Houston loss, a brutal division, and a new coach. This is 1 year, 1 shot. If it clicks, the black and gold could shock every expert, chasing one last ride before the lights go out.